We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Sanders, a 1st down. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 20. And down to the 7-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Attempt shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain. Here's
a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And again, it's Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. There he goes. Davion Taylor charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Pass complete here to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, in Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this 1st half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And normally you you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Burt sets up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get the safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another.
Well, Mahomes can't get away. And down he goes. Jannard Avery in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Under pressure, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Rip right. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Siposs, to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And it's fielded at the 34. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Mahomes now on first down. Man open is Robinson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't
think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll go again with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 31. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself,
and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes our score 17-0. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. It's caught by Sanders. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll look to throw again. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2nd down and 8. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,